2K Sports Pre.
I was in a lamb car, he was in a Rari. I'ma keep on flexing, you don't like me, then I'm sorry. Oh, sauce it down, sauce it out. Too much, too much. Ain't enough, ain't enough. Where you from? Throw it out. Going nice, going down. Sauce it down, sauce it out. Do too much, ain't enough.
I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Celtics are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
And really no surprise here, guys, at all to find them among the elite teams in their conference. And moreover, I'd say this is a team with a legitimate chance to win it all.
I don't think anyone would disagree with that sentiment. They are an outstanding squad who has gotten better throughout the year. You can't forget about them.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Irving and Boy with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. Here's Lowry. Tonight, Smitty, two teams, same conference rivalry game. Tensions could be hot.
First of all, Kevin, I'm fired up. The fans are going to be fired up. The players, this is not one of those normal games. The tensions are going to be high. I think this is going to be very physical.
Well, Steve, when you look at the core of this Raptors team, all in their prime to late prime.
The window is closing for this group. The team should definitely feel a sense of urgency on making the most of this opportunity. It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Brown dishes to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yeah, you got to admire his instincts offensive. Tatum does a great job of shooting it in rhythm off the pass.
Now here's Green. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland. Lowry, Green. No good with the triple.
You won't see him miss any of these. A wide open look from distance.
Williams passes to Brown. Banked in off glass.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Lowry, good. And so just over a minute and a half played. Irving finds Horford, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Irving from long range, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
I mean, Kyrie, too pure of a shooter to let him catch and shoot that much space.
Outside Green. We're just about 2 minutes of the first quarter. Lowry against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Great anticipation. He has great hands. Kawhi gobbles up second chance opportunities.
Tatum dishes to Irving. Over Lowry. And that one back iron. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Leonard, that's for 2. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle, here's Brown. And Williams throws it down.
Hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possession alive.
Leonard kicks to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. And that one drops. Leonard's got his second bucket.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
You know, something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside positioning, he just goes for the finish.
Now here is Lowry. 14 points from him the last game against Cleveland. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Well, in the case of Kawhi Leonard, actions definitely, Steve, speak louder than words.
He's one of the most soft-spoken players in the game. Takes a humble, persistent approach to almost everything he does, and the results speak for themselves.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Serge Ibaka subbed in for Beasley. Morris is checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Ball's knocked loose. Morris passes to Irving. The second chance up, and stolen by Kyle Lowry. We've got 1:55 left here in the opening quarter, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his foul of the game. And the Raptors making a change here. White's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Aaron Baines comes in for Al Horford. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Jaden Tatum. Leonard, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Tries a three. Morris, no good. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Cavaliers, Cleveland.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Well, we have to give credit to the coaching staff. Terrific offensive strategy. Got them some great looks.
Here's Irving. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. For three, Hayward. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. Toronto shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 70%.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Boston also with the sub. Daniel Tice is checked in for Morris.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Nice shot, Smart.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And here is Wright. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Passes it to Green. Down low. Here's Monroe. Good. And Green picking up the assist.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Stolen. Inside, and Wright kicks to Siakam. Buries it down low. Siakam's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Smart misses. 1 second left. No good on that one. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Toronto. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action after this word. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic of it.
We come in every day. Guys in the gym every single day. So I used to think that I was always the hardest worker, but, just coming to see guys, the amount of work that they put in, trying to better each and every day.
And Craig, when everyone's working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
protecting that rim early on. That's been a big factor for them tonight.
Well, you can erase a lot of defensive mistakes when you have shot blockers lurking in the background.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Monroe. White is out there with Green. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Siakam in at the third spot.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
Raptors trail by 4. And Wright kicks to Monroe. Back to Wright. To the paint. He's looking for Monroe and finds him.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
You know, because it's all about time and just unable to connect. One of those plays you really want back.
And the Celtics with possession here. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Tice, no good.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Here's Irving. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Last meeting was in Boston, where they weren't able to fight off the Celtics.
And simply put, they could score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Valanciunas is checked in for Monroe. Beasley comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Kyle Lowry in for Danny Green. And then for Boston, Williams is checked in for Aaron Baines. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. Here's Irving after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And it's good, 2 points. Smitty, walk us through what a typical NBA practice should look like and does look like.
Well, I think you come out, Kevin, and first of all, they spend a lot of times on making sure your body is ready to go into practice. And a lot of coaches love to start with offense first, and you can end with defense. And so that's where the intensity starts to pick up. And then last, you usually ends with some kind of shooting. So I think obviously a lot of teams have different ways, but that's usually particular. You start with offense, you end with defense, and then you go into some individual work. That's probably shooting.
Now here's Hayward. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beasley.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's putting up about 16 points a game, over 2.5 steals and 6 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Wright finds Lowry to end the run. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Celtics. Raptors in second.
And both teams have done a nice job of converting mistakes into fast break hoop. I mean, that is critical.
Lowry against Irving. Easily outside. Back to Lowry. Now the Stu Leonard. Now here is Lowry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now it's only a 5-point Celtic lead.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And with your defense, one part's your ability, the other, though, is effort, and that one they showed neither.
Also, they were late with their rotations for most of the evening. Gave up a lot of easy points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Al Horford, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Marcus Morris comes in for Williams. And it's Tatum in for Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Lowry kicks to Wright. pass to Leonard. Fires from 14, and all around the rim that time for dropping in. Leonard's got 11 points.
I love it, Kawhi. You have skills from the mid-range. You don't need to force anything.
The kick out to Tatum. The tray. And Lowry with the rebound. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 5. Right. The shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Offensive rebound, Morris. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Toronto's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Lowry. No good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Tatum with it. Beasley covering. Morris dishes to Tatum. Morris passes to Irving. Morris outside. 5 on the clock. Rebound the Raptors.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to the challenge.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Irving's shot is good.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Leonard finds Valanciunas. Knocked loose. 41 seconds left to play here in the half. And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Raptors with some changes. Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ibaka comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Green in for DeLon Wright. And the Celtics also making a change. Smart's checked in. Now here's Leonard. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
Here's Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 8.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Lowry.
What I love about Kyle Lowry, he had trouble getting along with coaches early in his career, but made the change and has thrived ever since.
That's solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
It's stolen by Green. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's the first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The first one falls.
And though he's a tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. Surprising.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Boston. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see you get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 17 points and 1 steal. He's in a crazy zone right now and seems to be even hotter than he was in their last game. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, their poor rebounding is really hurting them.
It hasn't killed them on the scoreboard yet. They need to pick it up. This is a game they can win. If they come out hustling in the second half, they can win.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Wow, what a great view. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. On the court for the Celtics, Irving at point with Brown to his eye. They're the backcourt. Williams is out there with Tatum, and it's Horford in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Irving. There's Brown with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And stolen by Tatum. He gets that one. Tatum's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. Beasley against Williams. Williams knocks it away.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you shoot from.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 17, 6 to shoot. A 3 from Tatum. Sinks the triple. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Lowry kicks to Green. Pass to Leonard. Over Williams. A shot off that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And the Raptors call time here. Coaches are always talking, Steve, about finishing games strong. What does it take to be a great closer, a great finisher?
I think guys look at guys that can score the basketball and make plays under duress, under adversity. But I think also on the defensive end, where you have players and teams, and it's beautiful to watch on the defensive end when they don't miss assignments. Everybody is locked in. Obviously, teams score the basketball, but you look and say they made them score over the top versus giving up an easy layup.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Irving kicks to Hayward. In the corner, Tatum with it. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Leonard, no luck.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half.
Irving dishes to Hayward. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for Boston.
I really like how they've been attacking offensively. If a 3-point shot's there, they take it with confidence. And when the lane does open, they are more than willing to attack the rim.
Well, with both parents being 5'10", Hayward was encouraged to develop his backcourt skills. Then he had the growth spurt.
Just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 8. Irving passes to Williams for 3. Hayward, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Leonard inside, hit by Tatum. Leonard, no luck.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Hayward can't hit.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Back to Horford. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
It is nice to have a big target like Valanciunas to throw alley-oops to.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Well, not too long ago, Kyle Lowry was a free agent in high demand. Toronto signed him to that big contract, and it's worked out for both of them.
You know, the Raptors believe Lowry and were willing to pay up to keep him. They see him as a vital part of this now. Lowry took some time to mature as a player, but now it's paying off.
Here's what Toronto's going right now. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ibaka comes in for Michael Beasley. Siakam is checked in for Leonard, and it's Wright in for Green. Here's Lowry, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Monroe kicks to Siakam, and Lowry has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to regain possession here. Danny Green, he's checked in for Wright. Swiped it away. And here we go with Morris in up the court. Here's Williams. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And 12 points for Williams.
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
Knocked away and stolen by Hayward. Kicks it to Morris. That one goes in. Morris has got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And stolen by Hayward. Passes it to Smart. Fires from 14. Here's Baines. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Baines has got his first bucket in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Raptors trail by 19. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal.
51 seconds left in the third quarter.
Celtics foul call. Aaron Baines.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Shooting for Toronto, Greg Monroe.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe. And so Monroe nails both of them. Celtics on offense. They're on a 19-7 run. Smart misses. Toronto's gone 5-9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. And Green gets it to go.
Kyle Lowry with great vision, court awareness on that play. What a pass.
Celtics leading by 14. Hayward from outside. Greg Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Ibaka, rebounded by the Celtics. Baines has got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Over in the corner, Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got a chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Boy, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
And the first one pops. And Williams drops both. 6 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Lowry puts up a deep 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Boston in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go. A game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Raptors trail by 16. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Monroe is out there with Ibaka. And it's Siakam in at the 3, small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Ibaka, no luck. Boston shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Now here's Green. Monroe outside. Out's Lowry. Drills it from outside. Lowry's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Raptors.
Lowry gets more and more comfortable launching threes the longer he's in the league.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
Well, you know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the...
Goodness. Terrific. I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Raptors trail by 15. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And finished off by Brown.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Lowry finds Ibaka. Horford against Monroe. The pass to Lowry. Lowry drawing the team. Clock is at 3. Monroe wide open. That 3 off the mark. Boston leading by 17. Morris. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 8 points for Marcus Morris.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And a foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off. Just didn't get there quick enough.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Toronto. Leonard comes in for Pascal Siakam.
Out of bounds. Toronto ball.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arcs. We've reached the 4th quarter. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are adding, you know, these numbers, and players look around, and you know the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found and when the game is decided, and a lot of times on bad teams you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanations.
And no doubt Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
The Celtics making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Lowry, to Ibaka. Over Tatum. Misses off the left iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Michael Beasley is checked in for Serge Ibaka. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. And that'll be his third foul so far. Green kicks to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Celtics. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
When you look at today's NBA salary, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, it's all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it had a problem for some players in the past.
Clock at 6. Here's Beasley. T by Williams. Boston leading by 23. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Terrific shot. Denny Green, a champion in college and in the pros, of course, just has a winning attitude.
Williams passes to Horford. And on the way from Irving for three. Toronto grabs the miss. Beasley's got his fourth rebound in this one. To the inside. It's Goodman tight. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Brown kicks to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Timeout.
Brown's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Tatum's become a reliable outside shooter and has a good-looking stroke from deep.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 22. 1:53 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And what he's done from beyond the arc is a big reason he gets the nod tonight. He's racked up 5 3-pointers and very accurate with his shooting. Take away the threat from deep, and their offense would have looked a whole lot different.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Smart finds Baines. Tatum with it. Over Beasley. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, and Tatum showing consistency now from the mid-range. And when he has space to shoot it, he does not hesitate even for a second.
Monroe looking around. Pass to Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. Right, the two-pointer. Drops one in from the wing.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey. Tonight, they'll have now won 70 on the year.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated, 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And when he gets the ball that deep, not much you can do to stop him.
He knows what he's good at, gets the position he wants, then the tools to finish.
Jacks up a 3. He does hit that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. About 7 seconds separating the game clocks. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Substitution for the Raptors. CJ Miles.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. And it's Miles missing. Here's Boston now. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Here's Tice. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focus and dominate it.
Here's Miles. Drains the 19-footer.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to play at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, very nice win for you guys tonight.
You know, just proud of the way we fought. I thought we shared the basketball pretty well tonight. Played pretty solid defense as well. We got the win. So.
Great effort tonight, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you, Ken.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.